Sashi
Buddhi Jushin Metotam Rilam Shin Embadi Sange Shindu Mingte Uwagi Jokunam Shingla Japasho Idam Guru Rana Mandala Gandhayatayami
Sange
Tan Soki Chonamla Changshu Bardu Dagni Kyasuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Chola Penshir Sange Juparsho
Sange
Chudan Soki Chonamla Changshu Bardu Dagni Kyasuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Chola Penshir Sange Juparsho
Sange
Chudan Soki Chonamla Changshu Bardu Dagni Kyasuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Chola Penshir Sange Juparsho. Okay, hang in there. 1 more hour, Nick.
No.
Then you can sleep through the DCI courses.
Yeah.
Sangba Sabunare. So this guy from North Tibet called Sabu. You can always look up here. I'm on the first line. I'm always on the first line. And you can, if you're not sure how to get to it in your own text, just search for GTZAM. He doesn't accept this kind of purpose to the prostration.
Yeah.
What was the wrong Luke?
The wrong Luke?
Yeah. What do we say is the purpose of Nagarjuna's prostration?
One of them was to get enough merit to compose the work. To be able to compose the work. That was the second one, and the first one.
No, the first one was yes.
That was the second one, and the first one was to show that he's in league with the holy people.
Yeah, good. Okay, Yaram. Okay.
Yeah. And he says there are no.
He says, if you do agree that there is such a purpose in mind, then let's consider Nagarjuna and his spiritual son Ayadeva.
I guess they aren't holy.
Are you telling me they are not holy beings? Why? Because they are hoping for some kind of return on their goal. They would be like songbas.
Business people.
They'd be like businessmen. Okay, they must be prostrating to get something. Okay, which is a common accusation of DCI.
Yeah.
You know, you're being nice to someone so you can get something back, right? And how do you answer that objection?
Yeah. Being nice to someone so I can give something greater back.
Oh, you can say that. Yeah.
If we can convince everybody to give something, then we'll have a world where everybody's giving and get what they want, and there'll be world peace.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily selfish. Okay. Could be selfish.
Depends on your motivation. So then we got to. So there's a shade there.
By the way, that's a typical 4-part syllogism.
Right.
Take blah blah. It's blah blah because blah blah, and this is an example for the same thing. You do the same thing as businessmen. They are not holy beings because they are always looking for something when they do something for somebody. Okay, so that's typical. For example. Pumbashin.
Oh yeah.
Jachichin.
Yeah.
Mitakte.
It's changing. Yeah.
Chepecher.
Because it's produced.
Perna Pumbashin.
It's like a water base.
Yeah, it's like a water base. Very, this is the classic. Okay?
Yeah.
Who was the Chigo in that debate? Who was the opponent?
Some Hindus.
Some Hindus who said what? Yeah, the sound of Om is unchanging. The most famous Buddhist proof is to fight people who said Om is unchanging.
Yeah.
You know, Om is like magical.
The eternal sound.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Somashin she korsen ke lang dang dam cha na nung na dang be so in tengyur ge. They set forth ge a tengyur. Okay.
Yeah, an assertion.
Now Salwa, I used to know and I don't remember because it's been like 30 years. But we're gonna pause here and go through the parts of a good reason. Okay. Okay. We're gonna pause here and go through the parts of a classical reason. Okay. So here we go, and I'll just type them in here and let me see if I remember them. Chechen equals Drachen.
Consider sound.
Subject.
Sound, okay. Droop. I think that's the right spelling. Droop cheche. What quality are you trying to prove about sound?
That it's
Classically.
impermanent.
Yeah, it's changing.
Yeah, changing.
Okay. Doc. What's the proof you use? What's the thing you use in the proof slot?
It's
Yeah,
produced.
it's made. Okay, made thing. Okay. By the way, when you write out the reason, you don't add verbs and stuff. You don't say tak pa yimbecher. You don't say tak pa yimbecher. You just say, sorry. You don't say chepa yimbecher. You just say chepa. What's the tak? Chepa. So technically, it should be called the element in the reason or something like that. The element in the statement of the reason. The main point of the statement of the reason, which is made. Made. Okay. What's the? Sorry. Jubcha?
Sound is changing.
Yeah, sound is a changing thing. Your sound is changing, it's okay. It means, so this is the, what do we call it?
Subject.
Yeah, subject. In English, what are we talking about?
Sound.
Sound. This is the quality we're trying to prove about the subject.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, if you want to go deeper, which you don't want to, but I'm going to go there anyway. The opponent must have a tsema about the chicha. The opponent must be able to see what is a sound. Otherwise, it's a bad argument.
Okay. Like if you try to talk about something you've never heard of.
Yeah, you can't say take a shabda to somebody who doesn't know Sanskrit.
Right.
Okay. Then that's like writing a contract and not telling them what it's about.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind on this, but how come you put changing next to ch and not tak? Oh, mitak would be.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking about the Telgir now. I'm talking about a classical
So those are
syllogism.
Because it's made.
Yeah.
Sound is changing.
Because it's made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tak means the element, main element of the statement of reason. So what I mean is it's not the whole reason because it's made. It's just made.
Yeah.
Okay, main element. Sound is changing.
Assertion is pretty good.
Yeah, assertion. Assertion, or what we're trying to prove.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, very famous, say chokchu,
Chokchu.
is the number one is number three.
Oh, that's the,
Okay?
the
Number
tests.
one is number three, which equals sound is a
Made a made thing. Sound is made.
sound is made. Okay, number one is number three. Jacob.
Jacob.
If
It's made, it must be
if
changing.
something is three, number three, then it is always number two. Equals if something is made, it must be.
If something is sound, it must be produced. No,
No.
sorry. If something is made, it must be changing.
Yeah, it must be changing. Okay, don't count. You can say dokkyap is like a confirmation.
Something is not
Step.
changing, then it's not.
If something is not number 2, it cannot be number 3. Equals if something is not changing, it cannot be something made. Okay?
Actually, you say it's what? Confirmations?
Yeah, because if the by the way, these are called the 3. This is called soul number 1. This is called soul number 2. And this is called soul number 3. And the definition of a correct reason is anytime these 3 are all complete. But as Ben pointed out the other day, if number 2 is true, number 3 is always true. So it's really just dessert on the cake. It's like a reconfirmation. If soul number 2 is true, soul number 3 is always true.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, you okay? You guys okay?
Yeah.
Now, why am I doing this? The same terms applied to a telgya
To a Sangha.
are different.
Oh.
What is the tell?
This is the. By the way, I got some bad news for you. That can also refer to the whole syllogism.
Oh,
Okay.
that's something.
Or rikpa.
I mean,
Or rikpa.
Right.
You know, logic. Okay.
Because it's all about is something.
Okay. Unfortunately, the word for reason can also refer to the whole statement.
Huh.
Okay.
So they just-
reasoning, like a reasoning or something.
Yeah,
Just-
reasoning.
They call syllogisms reasons sometimes, basically.
Yeah, Doug.
Okay.
The study of syllogism in the Dura is called, yeah, the science of docs.
Right.
Yeah, which means the science of reasoning. Okay. Yeah. Huh?
Sing in Chinese.
Yeah, good.
There's a word like that.
Yeah, what's the word, by the way?
Li.
Oh,
Li could be liu, which means reasoning. Li could be Tui Li, which means deduction. Like reason and deduction.
So it's third tone and not
Li.
same
Third.
tone.
Li.
and not li, which means power.
Li is tower, right? But it's
Li.
different. Yeah.
Li.
Li.
Okay. Now, there are corresponding component names for tengyur, which you can call a statement of consequence, sarcastic statement. Okay, are you telling me? Okay, every fruit is red. Then we come back with a sarcastic statement.
Consequence.
Orange is red.
Well, I guess take oranges. They must be red because they're a fruit. Okay? Now, what I don't remember, and I didn't have time to look it up, so I'll be honest, is a term called selva. And there's no easy place to look it up. I kind of just have to tear things apart.
I think it's going to come up eventually in the Dura.
Well, it came up here because he's a logician and he can't help it.
Right.
But it's, give me any tengyur. Take a banana. Are you saying it's red? Because
It is fruit.
it's a fruit. Okay? Take a banana. Are you saying it's red? Oh, it must be red, right? Why? Because it's a fruit.
That's the Tagya.
Selwa is, I believe it's, I think it's a banana, it's red, I'm not sure. It's like the Dupjechu. It's 1 plus 2. Dupjechu is 1 plus 2.
It's like the thing we're trying to prove except
Okay.
Oh. Okay. And where the
Dupcha is 1 plus 2, right? This is a nice. You guys should write this down actually. Tak is 3. Okay, Chechen is 1. Okay. Tak and also 2 different holes equals 1 plus 2 plus 3.
So Drupcha is the 2. Right?
I'm sorry, you're right. Dupcha is 1 plus 2.
Yeah.
And then
I believe Selva means the thing you want to clear away.
Definition, which is clunky.
You wanna
The
eliminate
reason
the-
actually establishing the opposite by pramana.
Who said that?
It's in the wrong Janyesha.
Yeah.
You want to eliminate the idea that all fruits are red.
Yeah, that's the question I have. I don't know if we're trying to eliminate bananas, red, or maybe we are.
or fruits,
Yeah,
or all fruits.
It's
So-
all right.
The incorrect subject or the incorrect assertion? I don't know. Assertion.
Oh, this
The
is like the
eliminator? The
Is-
logic now.
Well, you're saying 2 plus 3.
No.
That's 1 plus 2.
Take a
right?
banana. Take a banana. Are you saying it's red because it's a fruit?
Right.
Or is it 1 plus 2? Banana is red. I don't remember. I gotta keep looking, okay?
Okay. Cool.
It's relevant here because he brings up the Selva.
I saw that.
By the way, I believe I saw something the other day. I mean, when I was trying to solve this in 30 seconds that I had available to me, they were saying there were Telgirs without Selvas and there are Telgirs with Selvas.
Oh.
And it could be the same Telgir presented to different people. Okay, so take a banana. Fruit mayimba
It's not a fruit.
sample you made, because
It's
you said
red.
all fruits are red.
Yeah.
So I guess a banana is not a fruit, right?
Right.
But if the original assertion was correct.
It wouldn't be
Oh,
Right.
yeah, a Telgir presented to someone who already believes the Dak.
is false, right?
Yeah, it's not a correct Telgir. I can't say to a Buddhist, take sound. No, it's not
Right.
Dakpa because it's made.
Right.
Wait, are you telling me it's? What was theirs? What's their assertion? Dachchen. Om Chuchen.
Oh, mitak pagimbat. Oh, there.
Sorry, sir. Om Pi Dra Chuchen.
Takpa.
Dakpa Yente Om Yemechur.
Because it's Om.
Yeah.
That's there.
Yeah.
That-
Well,
there's various reasons
never
why that
changes.
doesn't fit. Oh,
let me study it more. Okay, maybe we can deduce it from his statement here.
should we?
Let's go try.
To the next part and see.
Korsum Kelang. Well, you see, this part means he has put forth a tenure.
Okay.
This guy has put forth a tenure.
And now it is Gyaltsab J talking again, right? Because it comes after the She. Am I understanding that at least correctly?
The shin.
Songpa Shin.
Well, he's describing what they're saying.
Yeah. No. Right.
They put forth a tenure in which says, "Are you telling me Nagarjuna is not a good person?"
Yeah.
Why? Because he's doing it he's trying to get something out of this prostration.
Right.
So that's his tenure,
You're saying he's
his sarcastic statement.
Right.
Oh, so I guess Nagarjuna is not a nice person. Why? He's trying to get something out of his prostration, okay?
Yeah.
All right? So who did the tenure good?
The ten.
Who put forth the tenure?
Sabu.
The other guy. Yeah, okay. So
from Tsongpa.
they put forth a Tengyur where the Damcha is eliminated by scriptural authority and by what everybody knows.
So in this case, Damcha usually means a pledge, right?
Position.
Okay, so the position. So he
What
put
position is supposed to be
eliminated?
eliminated here?
That's
Our
what I'm
position.
wondering.
Our
Right,
position.
okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
What's our position?
That he had these goals in mind when he did his
Yeah, good. And according to him, those positions are obviated,
obviated by
okay,
scripture,
are disproved by both scripture and by what everybody knows.
conventional
Okay.
wisdom.
So, give me an example of how scripture would disprove the idea that
Arya Deva and Arya Nagarjuna.
that these guys had purposes in mind when they prostrated. Well, scriptures which say they're nice guys,
Okay.
okay, and the common knowledge, chakpa, that they're nice guys, okay, got it?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and korsum kelang means somehow someone has contradicted themselves. Now, your question is Gyaltsab accusing this guy of contradicting himself,
Right.
or is this guy accusing us of contradicting ourselves?
I
And I believe it's the second one,
Yeah, because he's saying this Damcha.
Yeah. in which he's claiming that we are
Proving ourselves
shooting
wrong.
ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
This is an English expression, do you know?
Uh,
Shoot yourself in the foot means you're trying to get something and you do the absolute wrong thing. It's called shooting yourself in the foot. Like, I don't know. You're trying to get rich and you cheat somebody. You shoot yourself in the foot. It's called shooting yourself in the foot. So he's claiming that we shot ourselves in the foot
Right.
because we said, Nagarjuna, there is a purpose to his prostration because the purpose is to get the good karma to finish his book. Okay? So he's accusing us of accepting a self-contradictory position.
Right.
It cannot be that Nagarjuna was hoping to finish his book by prostrating, because no holy person would try to get a goal by doing a nice thing.
Uh-huh.
No moral person would try to get something out of a prostration. Are we okay?
Yes.
You struggle with it, okay?
Yeah.
I already did.
I mean, so it seemed like.
So actually the word sawa doesn't really matter right here, okay?
Well, in terms of translating it, I suppose I don't.
Well, he's giving a sarcastic statement
Yeah.
in which he's trying to prove, actually, through scriptural authority and by common knowledge, that our assertion is wrong.
Okay.
Sawa.
So maybe there's some way that I can reflect that.
The word sell.
Yeah, the sarcastic statement.
Yeah.
Something going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got Jose Cabazon referencing Ken Rinpoche saying
Whoa.
that Selwap is an absurd conclusion.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I believe it's like duplicate. You know, I believe it's 2 plus 3, or it's either 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 3. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Telgers have parts the same way as Taks have parts. Takyan Daksh. And
But R1
I
plus
wrote
2,
them out somewhere.
If R1 plus 2 is based on their mistaken idea, then it's absurd.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nagarjuna is not a holy being.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Nagarjuna is not a holy being. There's a 1 and 2, but it's an absurd conclusion of his position.
Right. So that's
Yeah.
why I was trying. That's
It could be 1 or 2. Okay. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
I remember spending like an hour on it once and figuring it out.
way back in the day.
Because there isn't a list and they're not in a dictionary. Yeah, like long ago. And I searched the ACI courses to see if it was in there in the logic course, and I didn't put it in the logic course. So I don't know where I put it. But I'll go look it up again. In my copy a certain time. Okay. Maja Chang Ye means Maja Chang Ye.
Excuse me.
And Maja is probably a place name, but Maja by itself normally
Oh.
means.
Sorry, before you go any further with that, I
Yeah.
looked in the scan for some
Okay.
just like at midnight last
Deep.
night. Majajang, it's what it looked like more like in the scan was Yesanare. Yesanare.
No, this is correct.
Okay.
His real name is Changchu Bieshi.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I did
so
find him in
Maja-
TBRC, I think. I'll show you how you look for it.
Okay.
In our database, you would do it this way. Everybody's sick. Okay, cool. You would do Majajang and see what you hit.
Oh.
Here's a Majajang Tsun.
Oh.
Oh, here. Hey, what? Wow. This is Longta Lama, and he's got all of them here.
All the Majas.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah.
Majajang Yenare.
Very glorious.
Yeah, here. Okay, this is nice. You want to use this.
All right.
There was a person who was simultaneous, what do you call it, with people? He was a contemporary. Yeah, contemporary. He was a contemporary of Sharawa Yundan Dak. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Sharawa. Penyu Gyal.
Sorry, I couldn't see it. Penyuga.
Penyu, he lived in Pen.
Uh-huh.
Gyal Lakamba Shangba Samnima Dak. Penyu Gyal Lakamba, who lived in the place called Gyal Kong. Okay? And his name was Shangbat Samnima. Shangbat Samnima. Okay? Nima Drak. She Gagarla Lonyanga, he spent 25 years in India. He went to Kashmir. Here's the interesting part. Umarikso Duk Sangdu Daba Dunsel Denchapel Chewa Buddhagyur. He was responsible for translating the great majority of Nagarjuna's works into Tibetan. Okay? De Loma Kambapshini. Kambapshi means 4 lineages descended from him. Okay? 4 great students. Okay? One was the Tsikla Kepa Shugangba. Shugangba was wise in the wording of Nagarjuna's text.
Sorry, I didn't catch his name.
Shugangba.
Oh, shoot.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then there was Sangba Degu Gur, who was good at the meaning. Okay? Then there was the guy who was good at both. And that was Maja Chang Tsun. Okay? Chang Tsun of Maja. It's probably Chanju Tsundru.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
What was he good at?
And then there was Shang Tang Sakpa. Shang Tang Sakpa. Who's quoted here, I believe, in your book. Down here, right here. He's the next guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now is Maja Chang Ye the same as Maja Chang Tsun? That's your problem.
What was Shangtang good at?
Say again?
The last guy. What was he good at?
It doesn't say. What was he good at? It just says he was the 4th.
Okay.
He wasn't good at anything.
Uh-huh.
All stuff is neither.
But these guys are no slouches.
Yeah.
At least 2 of them are students of the person who translated Nagarjuna into Tibet.
All right.
But I think Gyaltsab Je is attacking them.
Uh-huh. So Najar Charmier.
I believe this is Majan Chaju Yeshe. Let's go see if there's another Majan Chang. Here's Tsun, okay? Here's Tsun again. Here's Tsun again. Patsap Kije, he came after Patsap. He followed Patsap. That's the first Lama we had here.
Yeah, that's up.
Okay, misspelled. He. And there's some description of his. Here's another one, Majang Chung Sengba. So here's proof that there's more than one Majajang. Okay.
Yeah.
There was Changchub Senge, Changchub Sundu, Shakya Senge. Okay,
The peacock lineage.
yeah. By the way, it leads into Rendawa.
Oh wow.
Okay, but not our guy. This is the one I think it is. Changchub Yeshe. You see, Y-E-S.
That's why the yay.
And he was a teacher of Mahjong Chanjub Sundur. And he was the teacher of Mahjong Shakya Senge. And by the way, this is a lineage for Umarik Sogdruk,
The six.
the oral transmission, Lung,
Uh-huh.
passed down to these people. And this might help you establish a lineage, but sometimes there's 200 years apart, okay? So here's the lineage of giving people the oral teaching of Nagarjuna. And he includes the 70 verses, the 60. This is the lineage for your text, okay? Right here.
Where is this text? Stay where you
Well, go down here. It's Longdu Lama,
Uh-huh.
65481.
65481.
Folio 136A. 65481.
Sorry.
Folio 136A. Here's the lineage for your text. It starts with guess who?
Papaluju.
Nagarjuna.
Yeah.
And then goes to Sangyekyang, Buddha Palita.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Then it goes Rangyupa on us
Oh.
Uh-huh.
with Baba Viveka.
Uh-huh.
But then it comes back
Uh-huh. Now I dropped that.
to Chandakirti.
Uh-huh.
Rigpa Kuchu means the cuckoo of reasoning, cuckoo of knowledge, and there was two of them, elder and the younger.
Cuckoo.
This is probably their names, I guess. Saraheta and Hasu Mati.
Cuckoo, like the bird?
Yeah, not the other cuckoo. There's two Rigpa Kuchuks, okay.
The I one.
I believe this is probably the two of them, Saraheta and Hasu Mati. Then it came to somebody named Kanaka Varma. Then it came to the Tibetan translator, Patsap.
Uh-huh. So Patsap is
That's probably the one he's talking about,
right. The guy who translated.
because he doesn't specify which Patsap. Then it came to Maja Changchub Yeshi,
Okay.
who's the guy we're on now.
So he's going in order.
Then Maja Chanchub Tsundu, then Maja Shakya Senge, Kunken Chimba, Kyotun Lama Manlam Sutun, Gyagro Benchen, Pelden Chimba, Rinshin Kungyawa, Chuki Gyalpo Tsongkapa,
Wow, look at that.
and then to Gyaltsabje, which is where we are.
That's
Yeah.
They have some of these in TBRC.
Then he traces it up to Penchen Losan Chuki Gyaltsen,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
okay, the first Penchen Lama. Jimba Gyatso is the textbook writer for Ganden.
Oh.
Jamya Shepi Dorji, scripture writer for Debung. Losan Kelsen Gyatso is 7th Dalai Lama. And he gave it to me, which is Longda Lama talking. Okay?
Cool.
So there's your lineage.
Come on, that's great.
Is that S? Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
Is that an I? I just can't.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like 48I1. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. 6548 I1.
Cool. I'll find it.
Okay. But he seems to be criticizing the lineage right before him.
Seems like that's where it's going, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Maja Chang Chub Yeshin Nare. Okay. So you've got the ye from ye and the yes from the end of the she.
Got it.
Yeshe. Okay. He said, I also don't agree that there should be any purpose why Nagarjuna would be bowing down. Because Sala Nepe Chata Nepa Yin, he's at a juncture where he is at a bodhisattva level, meaning he's seen emptiness directly.
Right.
He's reached the bhumis.
Uh-huh.
First bodhisattva bhumi is to see emptiness directly. He's reached the bhumis, and he has no desire anymore, chakta.
Right.
He's free of all desires. He doesn't want anything,
Uh-huh.
okay, at that juncture.
Yeah.
And by the way, Gyaltsab Je takes juncture to mean during the direct perception.
Okay.
Okay, during that juncture, when he's at a level, meaning just got to the level, Lang Dorki Mipa Tamje Chom, he's destroyed
Yeah.
all appearances of practicing something or giving up something.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, this is a difficult rendering, but I take it to be Gupat Sirme means there's no point in trying to calculate what are his purposes. He doesn't have any purposes. He's in the realm of nothing.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Wherein we destroy all goals and things we try to eliminate, There's no more at that moment. Okay?
So once we
Oh.
we no longer wish to benefit.
So this seer here,
Oh, by the way, I want to add one more up here, and you should get it, whoever's doing this text. Tensik. Also equals syllogism.
Oh,
So Tensik is clearly syllogism. Da can be syllogism. So, okay, Nagarjuna is at this some amazing mystical experience. He's not thinking of what he wants to give up or what he wants to achieve. There's no, you shouldn't even, see means to consider or calculate. Yeah, karti means astrological calculation.
right?
Chitta means mathematics. Right. So here it means try to calculate what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing. He's not at a point where he can be considering that because he's in chakta. He's in the state free of everything. No goals.
Free of attachment.
No goals, no problems. So he can't have a goal of trying to collect enough karma to finish the book. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you can see Shenla Daki Tensik. He sets forth the kind of logical syllogism that is known as, Now this is difficult. I have to look it up. Okay. It would seem to say the syllogism which is known to others.
Oh, this. Okay. I think I missed something with the words. It says Chechen La Jaki Tensi Go, part of the previous paragraph.
That's the end of his syllogism. I'll say it this way. Take Nagarjuna's prostration, okay? It would be incorrect to ignore this cheer for now, okay? It would be incorrect to try to calculate something he had in mind. I'm sorry. Take Nagarjuna. He has destroyed the state of trying to get anything or not trying to avoid anything, or trying to avoid anything, because this is a point in his mental stream when he's reaching the bodhisattva bhumis and he He's free of everything. He's free of all attachments. He's not saying I want to achieve this or I want to avoid that. He's like in this sphere of Om, you know. Okay. Okay. Shinla Daki Tenzing. I have to look it up. Okay. It might be more specific than it sounds like. But I'll say this. It might be that he's referring to common knowledge, but not a common knowledge I would accept. This is a common knowledge that someone else would accept. That if you're in the realm of ultimate reality, you no longer have any goals or anything you're trying to avoid. So I believe
Right.
the Shenla dog means, okay, he's giving some kind of reasoning, but I would say he better be giving it to somebody else besides us, because we don't agree to it.
That's what Gyaltsab is now.
Yeah.
It seems like it's Gyaltsab.
Yeah, from my point of view, this argument would only hold water with someone who already has the wrong ideas.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He also is saying that he's composing the book while he's in the direct perception of infinite too.
Well, yeah, it wasn't that clear. It seemed like he was almost saying he's in the direct perception phase, or because he's someone who has reached the direct perception.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You can tell from Gyaltsab J's response, which is coming.
Okay.
You know, I'm just supplying something for you because I know what his response is. Ready?
Yeah. Well, can I just ask one more question?
Yeah.
It seems like these guys are responding to somebody else from long ago who gave these two goals, because they're pretty specifically referring to the two goals that.
Or they
Gyaltsab
wrote their own commentaries
that
just said, look, there's no particular goal in mind.
And then he put it into debate
Yeah,
format.
or it could have been. You have to see their dates.
Yeah.
Like, were they criticizing Jetsun Kappa? It's kind of tempting to go to Jetsun Kappa's lecture first.
It seems like, according to that lineage, that they're like hundreds or thousands.
Or
of
were they
years ago.
criticizing somebody else? No, because they are in Tibet.
Okay.
And early Tibetan,
Right.
just around from 1000 to 1357.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or 1363? 1364. Okay. Now he throws in another guy almost as an afterthought, and he doesn't work on him very much. Okay.
Shangtang Sakpa.
Shangtang Sakpa, which is in that lineage list. Okay.
Yeah.
He also I admit, that he puts forth arguments, okay, which are in keeping with these commentaries on the 60 verses. Meaning those three guys.
Right.
So he doesn't say what this person believes, but he says he's also thinking along the same lines.
Right.
You can even put it that way, okay? And I take tikar to be plural, and I take it to be, because he says dedak.
The commentaries of these guys, yeah.
No, I reverse myself.
Oh.
In his tikar,
Of this. Yeah.
he seems to go along the same lines as these three guys. Okay?
Yeah.
He seems to be kind of, what do you call it?
Commiserating.
Has parallel ideas or anything.
In concordance.
Concording to these two guys. Okay, now I'm going to make your life easier. Or harder, I don't know. Let's count the guys we have so far. Here's one. Batsap, okay? We talked about him. Then we had Sangba Sabu.
Yep. And Maja Jiangchu. Yes.
And now we got Maja Changchim Yeshi. Okay.
Shangtang Sakpa.
Now, he's gonna fight them one by one. That's why I give you numbers. Here's one, starting with Dela. Okay. Here's two, starting with Nipang. Here's three, starting with Sumbang.
Chukbechu, what was it?
You all right? You with me?
Yeah.
You want me to wait?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I just found it.
Now, Reshik is an extremely difficult term. Reshik can very commonly mean provisionally.
Oh.
It can also mean for the time being. It can also mean without going into detail.
Mm.
You know, and I think it's the third one. Okay, so, you know, it's almost as if he were saying, just quickly now. Okay. The first position is wrong. Dhammo Murik.
Uh-huh. The choked on dump.
And then he criticizes it in logic and in scripture.
Uh-huh.
First in logic and then in scripture. Let's do the scripture part first because it's easy.
Okay.
Rinchen says, Rinchen Tewa
Rin Cheng, yeah, Rin Cheng.
says, Dechen Niche Chula Ten. They practice the Dharma because they have this faith. They practice the Dharma only out of faith because they have faith. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, what was the first argument?
The first argument.
Nagarjuna is not trying to achieve he's not trying to like collect more karma. He just was overcome by faith and he threw himself down. He hoped to, he just tulchum. He threw himself on the ground. He wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to throw myself on the ground so I can finish my book.
Yeah.
He just got some sudden burst of faith and he threw himself down. Okay, that was the first argument. Okay, now our counter argument. So I'll tell you that the counter argument basically is like this. So are you telling me that if you have a burst of faith and you make a prostration, you don't have anything in mind?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Because Nagarjuna himself, in the Rinchen Tewa, said they practice because of their faith. Practice implies a goal.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yeah.
You telling me anybody does some amount of faith, there's no point to it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because Nagarjuna himself talks about people who practice because they have faith. You telling me, and practice assumes a goal, to get a goal, right? So you can't say that someone just had a burst of faith and bowed down and that's not no goal in mind. Because Nagarjuna himself said people who have faith turn to practice to achieve their goals. Understood to achieve their goals, okay?
Right, absolutely.
Now we'll go to the wording, okay? Your first argument is murik,
Meter.
incorrect.
Yeah, that's not true. Oh, so it's the.
It can also mean illogical, okay? But here it means incorrect because Tarpa dunya kilo, those who aspire
to the goal
to
of liberation.
freedom,
Yeah.
okay? Those who dunya means to aspire, dunyawa, dunyawa.
Uh-huh.
Lo, if you have feelings of aspiration for freedom, okay? Chuma means, I told you many times in the Lamrim, I learned this word at the halfway point to Washington, D.C. at Howard Johnson's,
Oh yeah.
where Rinpoche asked for cream for his tea and they gave him cream dream. This is a fake cream, those little cups in the restaurant. And he said, that's chuma. That's chuma cream.
Chuma.
It means fake, artificial.
Uh-huh.
Okay, chuma mayimba
They
means,
aren't fake.
yeah, completely sincere.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, not, what do you call it when you have to,
Oh,
uncontrived.
Yeah.
Okay, so those who have uncontrived feelings of aspiration for freedom, okay, who has managed to develop such a attitude in their heart,
Uh-huh.
kepe kongsak, this kepa means develop.
Right.
Gopa la mitopa gyurte, according to you, they must be a person who has no goal in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, who's not looking forward, right? We've called him a person who aspires. and then you say he has no goal.
Yeah.
Aspire to what? Excuse me. You know, he's a person trying to achieve something who's not trying to achieve anything, according to you. Okay.
Oh, this is really cool.
Why? Because he's practicing Dharma because he got faith.
Practicing Dharma out of pure faith without any.
Yeah, no, because he got faith.
Right.
Okay, he developed Dhamma meaning crystal faith, right? By the way, normally it should have a wasu, as Sugang knows.
Where's that?
Dhamma meaning faith should have a little triangle on the bottom of the letter, but it's a Dhamka.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Oh,
Dham.
it's Devang. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, right.
so those people who aspire towards liberation, right, from their very depths of their heart, must, according to you, be people who have no goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they are practicing Dharma out of faith.
So Chud J just.
And you said anybody who has a burst of faith and does something, it doesn't have any goal in mind.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
It's a counterexample. Okay. Then to nail the guy down, he says, and by the way, Nagarjuna in his own book talks about people who practice because they have faith. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Now next time we're going to disprove the second bad position, which is, I don't know who's that. Sangba Saba. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I get to go home and take a nap.
Sashi
Pugi Jushi Meto Jam Rirag Ringshin Yende Kempali Sangye Shindu Rigde Uwagi Jokunamda Shingla Juparsho Hidam Guru Ratna Mandala Kangeya Tayami
Kewa
Di Kewogan Sunam Yeshe Tsotso Shin Sunam Yeshe Lechungwe Tamba Kuni Toparsho. Cool.
Thank you.
Super cool.